So how does Britain work? What does the Queen have to do with Parliament? Is it the High Court or the Supreme Court that's at the top? Who is the Speaker of the House? And how does the Bank of England fit into all of this? Britain can be confusing at times. We don't have a neat constitution that we can turn to. However, what we do have is a long, varied and often bloody history that has led to how things are today. Things like the monarchy, treasury and judiciary have evolved over time, and today's examples are often very different to those of 1,000, 500 or even 100 years ago. In this series, we've broken things down into 6 different episodes, all of which are no longer than 10 minutes. You don't need to go through them in order, but after watching this series, hopefully you'll end up with a pretty good knowledge of how Britain works. In the Justice video, we covered the judiciary, and by the end of the video, you'll be able to explain our justice system, from the magistrates all the way through to the UK Supreme Court and even the EU Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg. We also examine the ideas of law and justice. The government video covers a variety of different levels of government. By the end of this video, you will be able to describe the various tiers of central government, from the Prime Minister to ministers and individual departments. You should also be able to explain the different levels of regional government and have an idea of what councils do. The Parliament video introduces how Parliament works. By the end of the video, you should be able to tell the difference between the House of Lords and the House of Commons, understand the difference between government and Parliament, and explain the roles of MPs and the Speaker. We also cover the ideas of parliamentary sovereignty and the Speaker's neutrality. In our video about the financial system, we look at the Bank of England, Her Majesty's Treasury, the Royal Mint, and Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. Afterwards, you should be able to explain the relationship between the 4 and have some idea of what they all do. For the episode on the monarchy, we consider the role of the Queen. By the end of the video, you should be able to describe the Queen's constitutional importance, what powers she holds, and any limitations to this power. After watching our video about the Church of England, you should be able to explain the Church's constitutional importance and describe the Church's role in modern Britain. Individually, all the segments are quite straightforward. It's when you try and link them up that it gets interesting. But the most important part is where you fit in.